Good morning, everybody. It's a new day. Weekend is almost here. Let's see what's going on. All right. So we'll start with the ES as always. Yesterday was a crazy day. Um, we went down a lot, and on the especially on techs, ES pulled back to the main level of 4263 level, and then it's holding there for now. What was interesting was that even though uh, techs pulled back big, and then ES joined it, but small caps didn't join it. So obviously it was a money rotation day into small caps, and Dow and ES stayed flat during at the close, and RUT was super green and NQ was very red. So far, futures are a little bit flat. Some of them are a little bit. NQ is a little bit green. 8:30 jobless claim came out. Jobless claim report came out and pushed it a little bit higher. So it's all about opening action. I mean, it's either gonna be open and we go back up again, or it's gonna open and go down for sure. There's gonna be some volatile moves at the open, but the first 10, maybe maximum 30 minutes is gonna give us a solid. After that, we're gonna have a solid direction which way we're gonna go. Pre-market right now, what's interesting is 5 is up, 15 is golden crossing on NQ and the ES, and the 30 minutes is up. What's the most interesting thing is that a lot of names are 1 hour as golden crossing. So when the 1 hour golden crosses, and then there is a possibility, because we are still in the bull market, we are still daily and weekly are still very bullish on almost every name. And once the 1 hour golden crosses, that's the first signal. Once the 1 hour MACD golden crosses, that's the first signal that it can have a jump back or bounce back up again. In general, 4 hour is still very bearish. That's the only bearish signal, and TTM squeeze is still red. So if you want a solid confirmation, you want to wait for the yellow bar to show up there. Once the yellow bar shows up, then it's a confirmation that that's a bottom and we're gonna go up again. And once the 4 hour, as always, if the daily and weekly are bullish, once as always, if the 4 hour golden crosses when the daily and weekly are bullish, then is another leg up. So anyhow, 1 hour is golden crossing. So you want to pay attention to the names that the 1 hour MACD is golden cross. That means it can possibly have another jump into today and Friday. And anyhow, next one, NQ. Pre-market a little more greenish than other indexes. 5 is up, 15 is golden crossing right now, and it jumped up at 8:30 because of the jobless claim again. 30 is up, 1 hour is, that's interesting that 1 hour MACD golden crossed. So usually when you get a red day like yesterday, it most likely continues into the next day. But right now pre-market we're getting a 1 hour golden cross, and the volume on NQ is uprising. So that's something interesting to pay attention to. And the 4 hour, if we do get a yellow bar today or tomorrow, then we can go up again. Daily MACD is not that crossed yet, so there is still chances that we go up. And the levels you want to watch is 14,156 is this major support there, and 14,655, that's the next wall up there that needs to break to run up higher. Next one, let's look at Dow actually. Dow is getting interesting. Money flowing into the Dow components, Caterpillar, DE, and some other names. So keep an eye on Dow components. RUT was very hot yesterday, big jump. It was very interesting. Last week it had a big green day, then it pulled back, and it jumped up the next day. So clearly, RUT is coming back into the game. And weekly, you can see is golden cross. Let me just take a look at the monthly. Monthly, we're not golden crossed yet on monthly, so it still has room to go. Um, Anyhow, next one, let's look at TNX. TNX, it's upward, so that's something that's not good. We're going into FOMC, and TNX is getting close to 40, and that's not good. That's Fed. If this goes up, then expect in the FOMC next week, Jay Powell just keeps saying inflation, inflation, and the more say inflation, the less chance of cutting rate or pausing increasing rate. So it's looking very bullish actually on the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly. DXY pulled back a little bit, so that helped the market not crashing today, but DXY, that's the key thing you want to watch. If the DXY pulls back, text goes up or at least hold up. And right now it's pulling back to 103. It came down, it made a sharp downward at 8:30, but it recovering right now. Pre-market right now looking bearish, but it's recovering. So if you see DXY goes up again, text can fall. Keep that in mind. In general, weeklies, daily MACD is dead crossing, but just keep an eye always on DXY. That's gives a direction. If nothing happened there, then it's all about equity there. Look at their behavior. But if it rise up, you can expect that text pull back. If it goes down, you can expect a general uptrend. Weeks is very interesting. 4-hour MACD finally golden crossing, so that's something interesting to watch. It's getting close to the 13 level, and the 4-hour MACD is golden crossing. That's something to pay attention to. If we do get some green days today or tomorrow, it's gonna be an interesting Monday or Tuesday. Still very bearish on the daily and weekly, but it's just 4-hour MACD golden crossing not looking good. So we have to see how the VIX reacts today and tomorrow. If VIX gets jumpy, then it can have a super green day soon. Just keep an eye on VIX. What else? BTC. BTC weekly is on the daily, it's just up and down, so nothing exciting. Getting jumpy a little bit because of the jobless claim report, but in general, just up and down, nothing special going on there. Apple, it jumped up on the 8:30, but it's pulling back. So direction, the not clear direction here, so you want to pay attention to the levels 178.37 and 177.23. Passes 178.37, next level watching is 179 and higher level. If it goes below 177.23 and the low pre-market 177.21, then we're looking at next support, next 175.82, 174.95 and lower level. Amazon was a disaster yesterday. It was just a non-stop drop from the open. It came back to 121, and right now it's showing some strength pre-market. 5, 15, 30 is golden cross and upward, and 1 hour is golden cross. So that's something you want to pay attention to. Apple, let me check 1 second. Apple, you see it golden cross, but it's still TTM squeeze showing weakness. But Amazon, you can see here 1 hour golden cross, and the statistic fast is upward, and yellow bar is increasing. I mean decreasing. The bar size is decreasing, so that's something you want to pay attention to. So for Amazon, you want to pay attention to 124 and 122 level. If it passes 124, is strong on a high volume and fast and easy, we're looking to get back to the higher level again, 125, 126, 128. We did get a dark blue bar yesterday on the daily. The MACD is curving down, but we are still in bull market, so you want to pay attention to 124. But at the same time, 124 is a major level. It can touch it and maybe pull back, so we want to pay attention to the indicator. If you see 5, 15 MACD dead crosses, and at the open we get another fall like yesterday, then we can go lower again, and 121 is the major support. If it misses that one, we can go back to 120, 119 and 118.38. Nvidia was very strong at open yesterday. It opened and it jumped up big, and it all day went down. So let me just check this. But right now pre-market is gapping up for like 4 points. 1 hour MACD is golden crossing, so that, and the 4 hour again showing yellow bar. What was interesting is that yesterday it showed 4 hour TTM squeeze yellow bar and open, and then show some string and jumped up, and it's doing it the same again. As I mentioned again, 4 hour, this 4 hour is dead cross since the earning. You want to wait for the 4 hour MACD golden cross for the full confirmation that we're gonna have another leg up. Until it's not 4 hour MACD golden cross confirmation, this volatility can continue. It can come down, go up again, can come down and go up again. So anyhow, pre-market right now 5 is up, 15 not clear signal, but 30 is 1 hour looking bullish. 378 is the key level to watch. 378.7, if it passes through at open, we can go to 382, 386. If it does break below 376 and 374 level, we're gonna go to the lower level 373, 369 and 367. You need to be open-minded today because we had a red day yesterday on text. There is a possibility that they do some temporary jump up at open and then continue falling again. Baba pre-market, no clear direction. It's just up and down between 84 and 85. I need to pass 85.76 and 70, 87, 59. These are the two key level you want to watch. Passes that one, it can go up for a big run up. Weekly, we having yellow bar, and daily is upward. The downtrend is almost over on Baba for now, and we need some catalyst news or whatever, something happened that pushed Baba higher. Bidu, same thing. Weekly is MACD is curving up. It's still no yellow bar on the TTM is squeezed on the weekly. Pre-market right now 5, 15, 30 is upward. If the 1 hour gets a golden cross, then we are gonna go up again. Netflix 2 points higher. Weekly, we don't have a dead cross there yet. It jumped up huge yesterday and the volume was monster. So that means there was a huge sell-off, and it's gonna probably take some time to get there. 1 hour is still not showing any sign of bullishness. Need to pass 403 to get bullish on there, but for now 4098 and 403, these are the two key levels for consolidation and the range. If it breaks below 398, we're looking at 392 and 388 next. Meta, pre-market Meta was very weak yesterday too, and 269, 267 was key support last few days. It broke it and went lower to 260 and 263, and right now it's gapping down a little bit. It made a 260 low, so that's the level you want to watch. If it does break 260.88 or 260.51 pre-market low, 258 for sure is gonna come. 258.76, that's the major level. If you go below that, then it's gonna be disaster for Meta. We can go back to 253, 249. But if right now 1 hour MACD is upward, so if we do get a golden cross there and 264.32 passes, we're looking at getting back to 267.76 and 269.48. 4 hours still no yellow bar, so once it gives a yellow bar, that's a confirmation that we're gonna run up again. Tesla was very hot yesterday. I mean, it gapped up, then it supported 223.67 multiple times, touched it down and reverse, touch it down and reverse, and even this morning is defending it. So the key, right now it has it's establishing a wide range between 223 and 232. It can run up. If it does pass 226, it can run up to 227, 229, 232, but 223 as a support. Pre-market right now 5 is up, 15 and 30 no clear direction. 1 hour is downward. 4 hour got a dead cross yesterday again, but it's still very very bullish on daily and weekly. Weekly, once we get a weekly light blue bar there, and then it's gonna get really interesting. If it does manage to break 223.67 and 220, it can lose its gain and go to the lower level. Just keep that in mind too. But Tesla in general trend is upward, and I believe higher level is highly possible to come before end of the month, because they have their number release for the quarter. It's coming from usually first week after the quarter ends in July, beginning of July. So everybody's hitting for that, see what's gonna happen. Microsoft, big disaster yesterday, and that was the key signal that it's gonna drop. It was funny actually. When it opened, it got very bullish. It jumped up. It was about to run up higher, but then it pulled back and lost all the candles. So that's something you want to always pay attention to. When a name jumps up at open, and then at the beginning, like first 10, 20, 30 minutes, it loses all the candle, that means direction is probably most likely gonna go down, and that's what happened. It was a straight downward. So this is something, it could happen any day on any name. And anyhow, pre-market right now 5, 15, 30 is upward. 1 hour we got a MACD golden cross. 324 is a key level to watch. and that one, if it breaks 326.17 is the next major level. 326.17, if it does manage to break on a high volume and fast passes, then we can go back to 331. But 321.4 is the pre-market low. 320.94. If we do break that one on a high volume and fast at open, we're gonna go down to 318, 316, 314.47. And Microsoft is super weak right now. In general, on the daily, MACD dead cross and the 4 hours downward, and the weekly is showing a dark blue bar, first dark blue bar after God knows how long, how many months, probably 4 or 5 months. So that's a key signal that Microsoft run up, probably, I don't want to say it's over, but it's deaccelerating. It's going into probably consolidation mode, and it's gonna probably take some time until it gets back to 338, 340 all-time high. So for this Microsoft, you want to wait for the next 4 hour MACD golden cross or the daily MACD golden cross for the next run up. But in general, trend right now is downward or consolidating. It's definitely not upward. Google was the same thing like Microsoft, was open big and then lost all the first candle in the first 30 minutes and went down. So same thing like Microsoft is still bullish on the weekly. Daily MACD is curving down, and pre-market right now we got a 1 hour golden cross upward. So 124 and 121 are the key level to watch today. If it passes 123.4 and 124, it can run up to the higher level, and if it does break below 121.41, then we're looking at 119.63 and lower level. AMD, another big drop yesterday. It was actually very funny. It was the day before was super strong. It was running hot, and then it opened a little bit higher on. It opened almost flat yesterday, and then boom, went down. And right now it's back to 118 level. It looks like a magnet level. This 118.73. It goes above and beyond. Come back to it. So. Key levels to watch today is 119.83 and 117.48. Breaks either way, we're gonna have a bigger move. 1 hour MACD is still not golden cross yet, so you want to wait for that confirmation before going to long calls. Boeing was very hot yesterday too, and that one we need to break 214.61 or 215.24, the high of last week, to run up higher. Still very bullish on the 4 hour daily and weekly, so we do need to break 214. But just be aware about Boeing. Anytime any news can come and make a sudden crazy drop like the 2 days ago. Just can't look here. It was like 210 and then boom, suddenly dropped to 200 and bounced back. But Boeing is a monopoly company, is a survivor. Anytime you see a dip, it could be a big opportunity to buy. SPY. The SPY, it's holding around 426.77. SPX 4266.77. That's a super major level. To 4266.71. If we do break 4250 at any time today, that's a major like mental level. Then we can go to the lower level. But for now is holding up above it, 4266. Keep in mind SPX is more diverse than other indexes. It has everything. It has techs, it has the Dow components, it has all other components in it. So SPX always gives a better direction on the whole market. And to 4250, that's a key level you want to watch. I see some people buying today's expiration, 4250 and 4240 puts expiring today. Like one guy bought 65,000, 200,000. So gotta be a little bit cautious. What else you got? Caterpillar was hot. 238 is the next key level. This one long term is going up. Weekly MACD is curving up. Once it does that, it can go for all-time high. Yuri 400 is getting close. Right now bid and ask is very wide there, so we want to pass 391 high of yesterday to go back to 401.17 next. What else you got? FTX was a run up into close, so keep an eye on that one too. Next level 226, 229. SQ nothing exciting for now. Weekly MACD is curving up. Need to pass 67. That's 67, 61, the high of yesterday. Then we're looking at 67.87, 69.28 there. GME, that guy, the Ryan guy, became a CEO, and disaster going down right now. What else? Roku was a big jumper yesterday, so keep an eye on that one. There is a possibility, actually looking bullish on the 5. Pre-market is looking jumpy a little bit. So if you see a jump at open, it can go back again to 72.16. Above that, we're looking at 73, 75, and 77.18 next levels. What else we got here? Banks were very strong. GS was super hot yesterday. Keep an eye on that one. The 339.38, that's the next level to watch. Break that one. 342, 345. Now was super weak, and right now it's possible to have another big move today. 321. If it goes below that, then we can go to the lower level 517 and 500. Pre-market 1 hour is still bearish. 532, if 536 if breaks, it can go up and do recovery. What else? Snow, just consolidating, hovering around 169 for now. 1 hour is curved up. If the MACD golden cross on the 1 hour, next level is 173 and can do recovery back up. MDB was a disaster yesterday too, but it's still holding the 367.88 level. What else? That's pretty much it. Shop is going down too, getting back to 59, 58.76. It's still very bullish on weekly, so you want to wait for the 1 hour MACD golden cross. Once that one happen, then it can go for another probably long-term run. Shop is a survivor, so we'll see. Anyhow, pre-market again, futures are flat. ES is pulling back, so if you see a drop at open like yesterday, first 30 minutes, it can be another continuous going down. But any names that 1 hour MACD golden cross, pay attention to them. They have the chance of recovery, and maybe there is a possibility, if any name, maybe there's a possibility to have a good green day no matter what we close today. And pay attention to the names that the 4 hours give yellow bar. Those are the names that have higher chance for recovery. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, like, and if you like, join my service. I have Said Option Service for live commentary on market, and also Chartwiser. I provide all these accurate levels. Thank you so much.